Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We've broken the 110. What does it mean? Where do we go from here? How do we push forward now? And are we going to retrace back at all? Let's go over first things first. We have broken it, right? So XRP price consolidates before it pops to $1.42. We are expecting a move now. So the move that we're looking to make now is a move towards that 142. Breaking the 110 was important, but as we've seen in the past, we have broken it in the past and then quickly retraced back in. I think though, this time, based on the numbers that we're about to watch and look and analyze, that I think it has been a good, clean break, and now we will start to see prices push up. So the bulls are back when it comes to XRP. It's been a long time in the making. So we have a 200-day SMA in the corner as a guiding star. It is looking really positive. And so from that point of view, it's very exciting to see that we have finally done that. And FX Street and all them, they're all discussing it now and talking about it, which is really good. But we do have to look at as well what's going on the lawsuit agenda. What are some of the key dates? So what are some of the key dates that we need to look out for, right? So there have been quite a few. But of course, as we saw, October 7, October 8 were important, as we saw major wins for Ripple, and we've got November 12, of course. November 12 coming up is the court updated the agenda to extend fact discovery to accommodate the depositions of Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen. The deadline expected discovery has been extended to November 12. So November 12 is very important. Are we even going to get to November 12? Based on what we saw the last couple of days and yesterday's news, let's see. Let's see what happens, how we go about this, and what happens as we continue to push forward. I don't even think we'll get to November 12. Like that, to be honest. Now, when we look at, I like what CoinsKid did here. XRP looking like for a great end of financial year, or end of year really, and it's the cup and the handle, which are monstrous, that have been in the making since 2018. Like if you look at it this way, all-time high is 331 last time, and now let's go and push beyond and get to that $15, which I've been mentioning for a very long time. But you can tell that the excitement is in the air. Everyone's getting pumped. The clean breakthrough, the critical resistance has occurred, and now the fun begins. Like now the fun really begins for this monstrous momentum shift that we've seen now in XRP as we start to head towards the road of breaking the previous all-time high. Now, if XRP does half of what it did in 2017, it would reach over $50 by the end of this bull cycle. That's not taking the wick in January 2017 into account. If we did account for the wick being the bottom, then XRP would reach $96. Wow. Of course, we can't take 2017 into account, but hey, a $50 XRP would be absolutely monstrous. If we look at the 61.8, we can see that the 61.8 will take us all the way to $1.45, and I'll run you through what that means. We have been mentioning for a couple of days now that we were looking at this formation very closely. We were looking at how this was all going to be panning out, and we all knew that we were going to go to the up, because the way that these type of formations build, they build in this particular manner so that, it is a bullish segment. And it's been bullish since we touched on 80 cents. And then we've sort of been consolidating and going up and down in this window between, $1 and 80 cents, 95 cents and all that. Like we've just been, moving along in that direction. And then finally it came through and it has broken out. Now it will retrace almost back to 110, and then it will kick off again and continue to push forward. But the what we were waiting for, what we were all hoping for, has finally come through, and that there is very important. At the time of making this, we're sitting at $1.15, and like that particular $1.15 at the moment, we touched all the way to $1.21. So we are retracing back now. We'll probably go towards 11 or 12 cents even before we continue the next leg. But the break has come through, the consolidation has come through, so it has broken, and it is now heading towards a bullish segment. But let's jump into a tiny. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. So quite a bit to unpack here today when it comes to the from the daily chart point of view. When we look at the daily chart, we can see here from a daily perspective that, it went all the way outside of the Bollinger Band and now it's come back inside the Bollinger Band. So, what goes out has to come back in at some stage. Bitcoin sitting at 54,500. And overall, the MACD on the daily has moved even further. The RSI is sitting almost towards overbought. So the momentum shift is well and truly here. And you can see that, like that daily candle has been absolutely amazing. Now, when we look at the hourly, of course, it paints a different picture because, it's had a momentum shift and now it's sort of retracing back inside the Bollinger Band and it's sitting in the middle, which is very, very healthy. So, of course, it had to come out, it was in the overbought and now it's come back in at that $1.15. But it's really, really great to see finally that we are. If you look at the 4 hour, it makes it even more obvious, like we were way out of the Bollinger Band and it had to come back in and it's just come back in right at the top of it. But look at that volume. Look at that MACD gap between the bearish and the bullish is very, very wide. On the 4 hours, just now come back into the RSI zone. It was sitting in the overbought zone. When we look at the 12 hour, outside of the Bollinger Band, just coming back in now, not even yet, but way above the moving average 100. And if we were to retrace, we probably would, 109, 110-ish. That's roughly where we would go. And then from a daily perspective, as I mentioned, we were outside, but we are back inside the Bollinger Band. What can we expect? Well, when you do get a break, it does tend to retest it. So if you do find that it starts to go back down and goes down and touches 110 again, not a big deal. It might even go 109 and then come back up again. And that is fine as well. As long as we've had the break and we've consolidated above, which has occurred, then it is clear, blue, sunny, rainbow skies ahead. And that there is one of the best things about all this. So very, 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 very exciting to see that. Let's have a look at some drawings. Now, when we look at this, we analyze what has been going on, right? So there has been a lot of volume come through. There is strong support that is coming in. The MACD, the RSI, all of them, right? It is pointing towards being very, 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 very bullish. And we knew that this was coming, but again, it's just very nice to get that. So the bull signal ended up being that 80 cents, right? So the 80 cents ended up being the bull signal. And now the historical maximum price of $3.49 is well in sight. And we are starting the journey towards it. Breaking that previous all-time high. A very good momentum shift being the 10th of the month. We've still got 20 days left or 21 days left to see if my theory about breaking that 349 occurs in October. But today has been a very, very, very good day. That massive cup and handle that we were speaking about earlier today. So with that one there that we were speaking about, you can see here the kind of volume shift that is occurring. It's at that $2 mark, 180 to 190. It's at critical point that once it consolidates above that, it will just skyrocket the price. And we will break, the previous all-time high and then start to head towards double digits where that $15 to $16 is looking really, 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 really solid. So from a technical perspective, it was always coming, but it's just very nice to know. What can I expect from here? Well, look, I think we will be heading in the next couple of days towards that $2 territory, maybe even 220. Then have a nice consolidation. I am expecting towards the middle to 18th of the month that we will have a market pullback. Just looking at the data in advance, but I will keep you guys updated as we get closer and closer to that 15th, 18th. You might be getting yourself some buying opportunities again. And then we will break off and go towards 330 and beyond. But the first target after the breakout zone is that 145 to 150. So that is really what we're looking for now. We're looking to go up, 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 and up. There will be some resistance at $1.30. But really now all eyes on getting to 150 as fast as possible. And then the journey towards breaking previous all-time high. And then breaking into the double-digit territory, which will be a very, very, very exciting time. It is an exciting time to be part of the XRP army. We are patient. We do see the value. We do know what we hold. But it's just nice to get those confirmations. It's just nice to break the 110. It's just nice to see the price move. It will be amazing to see the previous all-time high broken. I know some of you have been waiting since 2017 for this moment. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.